Sora. I'm not gonna lie, he's one of the craziest inclusions in Smash Ultimate's entire roster. Who knows the strings Sakurai had to pull to get him in the game. It's very easy they could have made him a completely broken last DLC character, kind of like they did for Smash 4. Never mind. He's no way a bad character, he's actually pretty decent. So it's nice for a character to at least be seen in a positive light, especially for this game. He's a rather honest character, kind of like your boy Honest Content. See what I did there? Okay, I know that was dumb. He won a pretty big tournament 2 weeks after his release, but even with the initial push, his appearances in tournaments have slowed down a bit. People early on thought he could easily be high tier, but some would argue he's a mid tier. It just depends on perspective, to be honest. I'll leave it open to the viewer. Sora's attributes are rather unique for a Smash fighter. He's straight up designed to be more similar to how he actually is in the Kingdom Hearts games. That means he's lightweight, floaty, with extremely low gravity with a delayed double jump. But hey, he's got a sword too, which is kinda cool. He has one of the longest recoveries in the game. This recovery could honestly give a Smash 4 recovery a run for its money. Sora's neutral air, forward air are really unique. They both do multi-hit combos. The longer you hold down these attacks, you'll get the later hits of the combos. Up tilt is the basic vertical combo tool. Down tilt is a swipe attack. It's easily one of Sora's best combo starting tools. Back air is a KO tool. It can edge guard off stage, has low amounts of ending lag, so you can spam it in neutral too if you really want to. It's a pretty safe move. Up air has really strong knockback. It's one of Sora's meatiest aerials. He can KO consistently with this move in combination with Sora's high double jump. It remains active for a very long time too, so it's a very dangerous up air. Down air is a rapid spinning attack. This move has a high risk but high reward. He can hit people off stage with this move and then successfully come back on stage and recover because the strong recovery utility that Sora has. It can even KO on stage at roughly 160%, so that's crazy. He slides on the ground like he's a baseball player for his dash attack. Sora's getting some home runs, baby. Okay, I know that was cringe, might be. This move is rather deceptive for a dash attack, as most of the time these moves just kind of suck, but this move can actually KO opponents at a very high percent. Up smash resembles the classic sword fighter up smash and smash. I'm looking at you, Marth, Roy, Lucina, Chrom, Hero. I did this as a joke, but it's actually kind of sad they all have the same up smash. Sora's up smash is very similar. It doesn't hit crouching opponents, but if you sweet spot the attack, that's when it's more rewarding. The second hit of it is the strongest hit and it deals the most amount of knockback. And this move, when connected, can KO as early as 100%, so you don't want to underestimate this one. Forward smash is a strong attack. If you manage to read a misplaced attack from your opponent, this is a good move to punish them with. It can easily KO around 70 to 80%, but again, you don't want to throw this move out willy-nilly because Sora can be punished too. Down smash is an intangible thrusting smash attack. The fact that it's intangible upon startup means you can avoid attacks while doing it, and you can even KO extremely early at around 80% depending on the character and how close they are to the blast zone. Sora's grab is rather quick, but his range is actually really bad, especially compared to my man Marth. Oh wait, sorry, wrong game. It's very apparent that back throw is the KO throw. It KOs around roughly 120%. Down throw is the combo throw, and up throw can also KO at 200%, but you're normally going to use up throw as a low percent juggling tool. Forward throw is kind of lackluster, but you can set up conversions with it if you want. Neutral special has access to 3 different magical spells. The first one is the fire spell, and the second one is the thunder spell, and then the blizzard spell is the final one. The fire one is the more basic projectile. While it beats recoveries because of its high hit stun and low ending lag, you can also combo with it too. Thunder is the more competent edge guarding tool, covering in front of Sora, so it's more of a spacing tool. Fun fact, the final hit of thunder can actually KO at higher percentages. The blizzard spell can actually freeze people at higher percentages, and it does this. Yeah, pretty cool actually. Side special is kind of similar to Pikachu's up B, so it gives Sora the ability to travel a certain distance with multiple hitboxes on the move. The longer you hold out the attack, the more end lag it has. This move is probably one of Sora's strongest tools, as it has a crazy amount of utility as a combo tool, recovery tool, and even a grounded tool. It does have a weakness though. It'll put Sora in a helpless state if he uses all 3 hits of the attack off stage, for example. Up special is Sora's amazing recovery tool. You can even use it as a KO KO finisher if you manage to land the later hits of the attack. Down special is a counter. Oh dear god, not another one, make it stop. This move is rather basic for a counter down special. It does have some unique quirks. It can reflect projectiles. It has a 1.4 times multiplier for projectiles and then a 1.5 multiplier for counterattacks. And it does have a cap, so it's not going to be like pre-patch Smash 4 core and down special, for example. Also, this move can do this to the ice climbers, so have fun, I guess. I will say Sora is an interesting character to say the least. There's a lot of meat and content to the character. He's one of the more unique while still being relatively balanced and level-headed character. Sora's weaknesses are his rather mid-range for being a sword character. He actually has pretty bad range for what his archetype generally would employ. Combined with his kind of average frame data, he can definitely be shut down by characters who outrange him. Characters like Simon, Marth, or Sephiroth, for example. He's tied with Pikachu with some of the worst grab ranges in the entire cast, so it's pretty sad actually. He does have some limitations, like for example, he can't choose which neutral B he wants to use. He has to use it in a consecutive order, and that's kind of limiting. He's not a super popular character, but he's definitely not a character you want to underestimate either, and I do think he has a lot of potential, no doubt. My favorite part of Sora though is his cool animations and costumes, but if you ask me, there's a couple things I would have been interested in seeing changed, which is why we have HDR Sora. One of the changes right off the bat is Sora can double jump cancel in this game. This is awesome for someone like me who played Project M Nest more than any other character, so your boy knows how to double jump cancel. Essentially what a DJC does is when you input a double jump and then cancel the momentum with an aerial attack, that means you can do things like this. If you know anything about DJC, this benefits their combo game universally and their punish game significantly. Sora's dash speed, run speed, all got slight buffs and their maximum speed. His horizontal jump speed and air speed also received small buffs. Even his weight went up from 85 to 88, so that means Sora can survive slightly longer than he could before. His double jump animation and run animation was completely changed, and of course because this is HDR, he can dash dance and wave dash now. Go crazy. Here's his wave dash, by the way. Up tilt has larger hitboxes around Sora, and the hitbox duration lasts slightly longer, and there's a couple more hitboxes on Sora's hips. Down tilt got its hitboxes expanded, a damage buff from 5.2 to 6, and the duration of the hitboxes being slightly longer. This is a rather decent buff, as this tilt was a strong combo starter in Smash Ultimate. Now it's even better, you could argue. Its base knockback was nerfed, sure, but this is going to make it a stronger combo tilt, especially at lower percentages. Dash attack lost its intangibility, and its hitbox duration is slight less, but it did get some hitboxes added to the leg, and its FAF going from 48 to 42. His smash attacks are mostly the same, and they did get some small changes. Down smash got its sweet spot and sour spot knockback growths buffed heavily while losing its intangibility, so it is a little bit of a trade-off there. Neutral air's animation was changed. The first actionable frames changed from 42 to 35. This is actually a nice little change. Forward air got changed a lot. The move has less ending lag, and its first actionable frames were decreased. The second hit of fair can actually be cancelled into his other aerial attacks. The third hit has a higher knockback growth and base knockback, going from 88 to 135. This is a huge buff. Huge. If you have no idea how strong this is move is essentially a KO move now at the third hit. However, the trade-off is that each hit has less damage, and the second hit got a hitbox removed. Back air got plenty of buffs. Its damage and knockback growth was increased. More hitboxes were added on Sora's shoulder, and his sword hitboxes come out slightly earlier. This essentially is a stronger version of Smash Ultimate's back air, so if you liked it in that game, it's even better here. Up air got changed a lot. Its landing lag is slightly less, and it's going from 10 to 9. However, the move did get nerfed, and damage, knockback, and the angle also comes out differently. This move is more likely to be a combo tool now instead of being a KO tool like it was in Smash Ultimate, so that's kind of a big change. Neutral B has a higher max airspeed acceleration. The fire version, you can air dodge out of the attack. This is a major change. If you know anything about how good this possibly could be, you'll know that Project M Wolf could do this out of his own laser. So this was a huge part of PM Wolf Wolf's gameplay. Side special got some pretty big changes. The move actually is actionable on hit. Now what does that mean? Well, if you connect the move on an opponent, you essentially get to act out it. If you guys know anything about PM Lucario, this change is similar to what a lot of the moves in Lucario's moveset got in that game. This means this is a huge combo tool now. You're going to be using side special a lot. Up special, this move has slightly less gravity, so this is going to nerf its recovery utility. If you manage to connect with somebody on the last hit of up B, it will also consume your double jump. So this is definitely a nerf to his recovery, but it's fine. A lot of characters got recovery nerfs in HDR. Sora is a really interesting character. The addition of new attacks, the fact he can double jump cancel, wave dash, and dash dance, it all means he's a more technical character now with a bit of a skill ceiling. I would still say he has a lot of promise in HDR. He's definitely been buffed, but we'll have to see where he goes from here.